Hey everybody, it's Michelle. So today we're doing another Wine With Me. This is going to be a fashion edition. This one is where I talk to you about some of my favorite fashion accessories and fashion wear. Just to give you an idea of what kind of pieces I have to absolutely have. And I mean, you guys have watched my channel, so you probably already know where my fashion kind of lies anyway. But I thought it'd be kind of fun just to tell you why I like certain pieces, because everybody's fashion is very unique. I absolutely love one of my favorites on YouTube absolutely is Graveyard Girl Bunny. I've talked about her before. You guys know, I mean, she's got like, I don't know, like 4 billion subscribers. But if you're on YouTube, you're probably familiar with her, especially if you're into fashion and beauty type videos. She is amazing, and her personality is just so sweet, and I absolutely love her. She probably by far is one of my favorite girls as far as fashion, because she hasn't done an outfit of the day in a while, I don't believe. But I love her twist on fashion, and that's what I like to do too, not to her extent. She definitely has her very own unique style, but I like trends, don't get me wrong, but I like to put my own twist on them, as you guys know. Plus, I wear things that maybe aren't even on trend anymore, like my baby fat shirt that I posted not that long ago. That shirt has to be from like 2004, 2005. It's old. So, I don't necessarily follow trends all the time either. Sometimes I like wearing what would be considered retro or vintage. So, anyway, I thought we would get started talking about shoes and hosiery, because you guys ask me a lot of questions in regards to those particular two items. A lot of you guys know, I'm pretty sure most of you do, I wear pantyhose and tights a lot. Originally, I mean, we'll go into like the history of it a little. My mom is the same. She wears them, I think, pretty much every day. I'm more than positive she wears them every single day. And growing up, even as a child, she had me in tights, because I don't think they really don't make pantyhose for little girls. So I was in tights as a little girl. Very rarely wore socks, because that's just how she dressed me. I was always in like little cute outfits with pantyhose or tights. Well, they're tights. They don't make pantyhose for kids. Like with little lace and stuff like that. She kind of dressed me like a little doll. Very lacy and very dramatic outfits. So that's probably where I got it from. So I wore tights a lot in school. A lot. Up until 5th grade. I wore them when I left public school when I was in 5th grade for bullying. And I was in private school for 2 years, and we had to wear uniforms, and I definitely wore them those 2 years straight. And then after that, I came back to high school, and that's when I did wear them, but not as regularly as I had used to. I started getting away from it a little bit. I still wore for special occasions and stuff like that, but not on an everyday basis, because the girls my age were not wearing them. But I did wear them, like certain outfits and stuff like that, so I got away from it for a while. Then I was working in industries where it just didn't make sense to wear them, so I just stopped altogether and wore socks a lot. And that happened, I'd say, for about 5 or 6 years. I would only wear them for like Christmas or special occasions at that point. And then when I got, not the current position that I'm in now, not my current job, but the job prior, it was required to wear hosiery if you were a woman. So I was required with pants, skirts. It didn't matter what I was wearing. I had to have on some kind of hosiery. And I couldn't have open toes. So I don't know why. I guess they were afraid of seeing some gnarly feet. Who knows? But it had to be a closed toe shoe. Although a lot of the girls wore open toe anyway, but I didn't, because I'd be that one that gets in trouble. And So that's when I started wearing them again and getting more comfortable with them again. Because you'll see some of my videos, my early fashion videos, where I speak about how I had to wear hosiery because of my job. And at that point, yeah, I was still getting used to wearing them again. And it got to a point where I worked there for a very, very long time. And it just became natural to wear them again. Now, my current job doesn't require that I wear them. I just feel more natural in them. The girls that I work with, the majority of the time they don't wear them. They're either barefoot or they'll wear a dress sock. And that's how it goes. But I wear them, I would say 90% of the time. There are a very few times that I don't. But it just, for me, it feels more natural to wear them. As you guys have seen some of my videos, I'll wear them in summer because nothing will prevent chafing better than a pair of pantyhose. There's no powder or deodorant that you can put down there. I mean, if you don't have the leg gap, like I don't, pantyhose are really the best way to go, or a tight is the best way to go. I wear tights under pants during the wintertime because I always, I don't know, maybe just in my head, but my mother claimed like it would keep you warm if you wore them, so I do. Maybe it's subconsciously I feel that they keep you warmer. I do know that they make fleece-lined leggings. I don't know if they make fleece-lined tights. Maybe. Who knows? Everything's possible these days. But, so yeah, and plus I like the way, especially with certain shoes, you're not going to wear a sock. I only wear socks, really, when I'm wearing sneakers, and that's not very often. I'm not a sneaker girl, really. I mean, there's some beautiful sneakers out there, don't get me wrong. It's very rare that I do wear a sneaker. I prefer boots, or I prefer a sandal. I'm not a sneaker girl. I'm not an UGG girl. Don't even come near me with a Croc. You know, it's just not my thing. Sneakers I'll wear when I'm working out, or if I'm running, or something like that. I really will only wear them if I'm working out. Or working like outside in gardens or something like that. But even then, I will more than likely wear a flip-flop. Or if I'm wearing a flip-flop though, and I'm working in the garden, I'm more than likely going to end up being barefoot at some point. So it's normally just sneakers for like working out kind of thing. So, but I want to talk to you about my favorites. So, because it's 7 minutes, I've just been like talking about the history of my hosiery. Crazy. Regardless. But anyway, I want to talk to you about the one that I just discovered recently. My boss told me about it, but I actually bought a pair for my friend's wedding because I didn't have time prior, and I was going to the rehearsal dinner, so I bought these the day before the rehearsal dinner because the company I was using for a while was Legs, and I hate them. I'm not going to lie to you, Legs is probably... They'll last maybe 2 washes if you're lucky, and they rip so easy. I've had, I can't. It's just not worth it to me. It's just not. Where I've had pantyhose that last quite a bit longer than that, it's not worth it. I was very, very upset. They used to be really good. I used to wear them all the time, and I don't know what happened recently, because for a while there, I thought I got a bad box or two. So, I even went to a different place where I was buying them from, just to see, and it's just their quality has gone down drastically, and I was very upset. But anyway, the ones that I bought for her wedding, I was pleasantly surprised how great they are. They hold up really well. They don't tear easy. These are amazing. And this is the no-nonsense ones. These are called Great Shapes. This has like a built-in shape, which is why I bought it for the wedding. It was buy one, get one 50% off when I bought it. And it's just because I wanted it to look nice and sleek underneath it. Plus, with the shaper ones, the ones that have this thickness on top, what I like about those is when you're pulling up the pantyhose, you want something that's a little thicker. That's why I'll sometimes even get like, they're for diabetics, but like the circulation control ones, they're a little bit thicker, and then you have something to grab onto that you're not necessarily going to rip, especially if you have nails. So that's why I like this one, because you can grab... I'll have to show you one day, but like I'll ball it up so that you can put your foot in and then pull it up, and that way you have something to hang on to that's not going to rip so easily. So that's why I typically like the ones that are a little bit thicker, because they last longer. instead of just the regular thin ones. Not that I don't mind nylons, I do like them, but I like the little thicker because they last a little longer, and the waistband isn't going to, like I said, the leg ones that I was using, the waistband, one wash and it was going nowhere. Like, you needed a garter belt around your chest just to keep these things up, like that bad. That's why I like getting the ones with the shaper on top, because it will not wear out as quickly. And even like with the leg ones, I would get the shapers with those and they just fell apart. They were horrible. But this brand, No Nonsense, is awesome. And they're not badly priced. So this one is in beige. And you guys have been asking me a lot. I do wear black, typically under pants, because I like the way it looks. If I'm wearing my black pants with a black shoe, or just a gray pant with black shoe, I just like it because it kind of keeps it uniform. But I do wear black with skirts. It gives it a different look. I did do an outfit of the day with a black pair of pantyhose. You guys seem to really like it. I plan on doing more with that, because a lot of you have asked me how to fashion black pantyhose around outfits. So that was one variation of it. I do plan on doing more. But yeah, so these are like a staple now. I love the No Nonsense. I've switched to them because they are just so much better. And this is a staple in my closet. Not really my closet, but a staple in my arsenal as far as fashion accessories. And I do consider it a fashion accessory because I feel like it's makeup for your legs. You know, maybe you fell during your workout, you got a slight bruise, a pantyhose can kind of like mask that. And I just think it makes the outfit look more complete. When you're wearing like a dress and just a pair of open-toed shoes, to me it just doesn't look right. Maybe because I've been doing it for so long and wearing them for so long that I just don't feel natural doing that anymore. I just think that it's something that it just pulls the whole look together. It takes your outfit from a 3 to like a 8. You know what I'm saying? I think it's something that a lot of women are slowly coming back to and visiting, mainly because the pinup look is making such a big comeback. You're seeing high-waisted pants making comeback, same with the high-waisted swimsuits, and just that pinup look in generally speaking, corsets and stuff like that, pantyhose, and like leg garters and stuff like that, garter belts. All of those items are making a comeback because of that pinup style, which is awesome because I love that style too. Probably, well, not necessarily because of the pantyhose, but they kind of go hand in hand. You really can't have that pinup look without a pair of nylons on. Those women didn't do that back in the 50s. They always wore nylons. So I think we're going to start seeing more of that since this thing, since the pinup look is slowly making a comeback right now. I think it's more of a fandom than anything else. But you do still a little bit, you'll see in the stores, pinup style clothing coming out. I have been noticing that in places like Charlotte Russe, they do sell tights. So not the same as the pantyhose, but I think eventually we'll move to that point. At least I'm hoping. It's just definitely something you wouldn't wear with some of the fashion that are very predominant right now. But I'd like to think that eventually that fashion will come around and maybe young girls will decide to wear pantyhose again. I think it's a lost... It's been a lost style for quite some time. I like to think it will come back, but part of me thinks it might not, just because it does take a little extra work into like taking care of them and stuff like that. And I feel like we're in one of those societies today where people just want to wash, throw it in the dryer, and be done. They want things that are easy, and you can't necessarily do that with pantyhose. You kind of know how to take care of them. Next, I'm going to talk to you about some of my favorite shoes. This pair in particular is one of my favorites, but I know I have to retire it. It fell apart even more so because this was the shoe I wore to my best friend's wedding. I'll show. Look at the bottom of this shoe. It's pretty much done dead. And I love this shoe so much, so I really want to get this repaired. I love it. It's made by, is it Anne Michelle? My name's actually in the shoe, so I mean, even more befitting. I think it's called Anne Michelle. It's kind of been rubbed off. Or My Michelle. One of the two. This is one of my favorite styles. Just this beautiful black pump. Now, to be completely honest, if I could, I would wear huge, I love a crazy platform with a big, long heel. I like the kinds of shoes that basically Kiss would wear, because back when I was a teenager, that 60s, 70s vibe with the massively huge platforms and the big chunky heels was a thing. So that's kind of what I love. I love go-go boots from the 60s. I had a pair that unfortunately there was no recovering them. They were made out of some type of latex and the latex just didn't hold up well and it just fell apart. And I had 2 other pairs from Hot Topic that just fell apart drastically. And I mean, I paid like $20 for them. So, I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. But they did live a very long life and I did have many usage out of it. But I love those big, thick, crazy platforms. I love a platform. Just because a lot of people don't wear them anymore. I think that's why I fell in love with them so much and why I continue to try to find shoes with crazy platforms. It's because it's not something that's very popular today. A lot of girls don't want a platform, or if they do like this shoe and have a hidden platform in it. And again, it's like one of my favorites. It needs to be repaired because it's pretty killed. This is like one of my favorite go-to heels. As you guys know, it's got a little bit of patent leather on here and a little bit of velvet. Oh, I love this shoe. This shoe's treated me so well over the years. Love her. And she's got a little peep toe. Again, I also like going back to the huge platforms, I love very unusual shoes. Something that you're not going to see if you're going out. I don't want to be seen wearing the same shoe or the same outfit, so I'm always looking for things that are extremely different, extremely unique to incorporate into an outfit. I may have a black dress that some other girl's wearing, but I'm definitely going to make this outfit stand out. I don't want to blend in with the crowd. And that's how I've always been. I've always wanted something different. I've always had that weird style. Really don't know how else to describe it except that it's very unique. This being one of my favorite shoes, I guess this is considered a stripper shoe. I don't know. I got this from AMI Clubwear. I did a whole video on quality with them. You can look that one up if you want. I'm not going to get into it right now. Just be cautious. Just really be cautious. That's all I gotta say. And I bought this because Lady Gaga was totally rocking heelless shoes for quite some time, and I really wanted an awesome heelless shoe. Now the problem with the heelless, you have to focus all of your weight on here. If you for 1 second forget your shoe doesn't have a heel, you're falling backwards. You're done. What I like about this is that the star is kind of your hidden heel, so to speak. The weight is being distributed onto this as well. So you still get the look of a heelless shoe, but it's not quite as dangerous as the completely heelless one that would just go straight down like this, and you have to focus everything that goes straight down, I'm sorry, like this, completely taking this off, and you have to focus everything up here. These shoes are still very dangerous if you're in a terrain like the terrain I live in, where it's not very smooth terrain, as you have seen. These shoes in my driveway are extremely dangerous. Are they hot? Absolutely, but this isn't something that you go grocery shopping in. But it is a hot shoe nonetheless. Definitely get noticed in this shoe. I also like, I love boots, but I'm not an UGG fan. They have to be something spectacular. You've seen my new babies that I absolutely love with all those black buckles and stuff. This is another one, and I don't think I'm pretty sure I've done a video on this, but I don't remember. There will be one coming up soon. I got this from Frederick's years ago. They don't make this one anymore, I don't think. What I love about it is it's see-through. So it's very unique. It's got a little bit of glitter going on. This isn't your everyday boot, which is what I love. Plus it's got the peep toe going on here. And it's got that really nice, I mean, this is kind of like an everyday type of heel. I can wear this heel till the cows come home and it's not going to kill my feet. And I don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Without a platform or not, I can go miles in a shoe like this. But I like very unusual pieces like this with a little black dress, or, I mean, even a denim skirt. No, not that cool anymore, but this can really up the rocker feel of your outfit, which is kind of where my fashion sense kind of lies. I love that rocker chic look. I do need, as you guys know, I've been updating my shoe collection. It's been, I've kind of fallen into, because the shoes, like I said, that I like aren't exactly what's popular right now. I've been looking for a classic pump, one in red and one in black, just a regular pump with no platform or anything like that, that just goes with absolutely everything, and it's almost impossible to find. I did find one, but it had a very, very narrow pointed toe, which is a thing again. And when you have an average size foot like me, or slightly larger like some of my friends, wearing a very, very, very pointed shoe will make you look like an elf. And that's not sexy. Not in my opinion. You don't want to look like an elf. Although we exaggerate everything else, why not exaggerate our toes? So that's the new thing. I've been looking at a few websites. I really been wanting a pair of Jeffrey Campbell's. I just can't decide. Unif is another company that I've been following on Instagram that has some really cool shoes. And there's another one. I think it's called Doll's Kill. I'm pretty sure Unif I discovered through Graveyard Girl. I'm pretty sure Doll's Kill I found through Instagram, but I know she's mentioned him or them before. So I love those types of shoes. Just crazy wild ones, but I really need to get something that's a little bit more basic as well that will just work with absolutely everything. And just trying to find a classic pin-up-y style pump isn't very easy right now, but that's what I'm looking for. And just because it's, you know, it's fun to wear those really crazy shoes, but sometimes you just need, especially for certain occasions, like you're going to, I hate to use this one as an example, like either a wedding or a funeral or something that's a little bit more traditional. You just want a classic pump. You don't want anything super crazy as far as footwear goes. Honestly, like I said, I've worn this one to funerals and weddings alike, mainly because it is the closest to that classic pump style that I've been looking for. But again, not exactly very easy to find. And all the rest of mine are very, very loud. So, yeah. So those are some of my favorite accessories as far as shoes and hosiery goes. Because, like I said, I kind of wanted to touch base on that with you guys because you asked me a lot of questions about hosiery in general, I've noticed. And that's cool and all. I'm glad that there are people out there that love it and enjoy it as much as I do, which is always great. And, yeah, I just thought this would be kind of a fun video to make, just having a glass of wine and talking about shoes and pantyhose. Well, how much better can this get? So I was thinking about doing a series of stuff like this. I'm also going to be doing, I don't know if I'll get to it this week or not, but I wanted to do like a foot health video from wearing like some of these crazy shoes and stuff like that. You get calluses on your feet and stuff like that. So I kind of want to show you like the routine and stuff that I do to try to keep my feet healthy, because after time, if you wear some of these crazy shoes for too long, you'll get something, it's commonly called Barbie foot, where your foot gets stuck in this position. So I'm planning on doing a video where talking about how, basically how to take care of your feet, plus like dealing with like cramps in your toes, which can sometimes happen. I know I've had, I forget which pair it was, I have a red pair that did it to me, where I call it the Wicked Witch foot. Like, you know how she, in Wizard of Oz, where the house drops on her, and you see they take the shoes off and the feet curl up like this and go underneath. If you wear a certain shoe and it's just not good for your foot for a very long period of time, it feels like that feeling. Like, I've had where, like, my toes want to curl backwards because they're just in so much pain. I know it sounds really odd. Girls, comment down below if you're familiar with what I'm talking about, if you've made it to this far in the video anyway, about that, what I call Wicked Witch foot, where it kind of like wants to curl up. It is so painful and it's so difficult to get rid of it once you have it. It takes some time to massage the foot and get it to where it needs to be to just kind of chillax. But yeah, I plan on doing something like that for all you ladies out there who do wear some of these crazy shoes like I do, and you just need to baby those feet, and just show you the products that I use and what I like to use. Just because I always like looking for different products for, you know, like body and face and perfumes and stuff like that. So I always like seeing what other girls are using. So I want to pass my knowledge onto you guys and do that type of video. And there was another video I wanted to do. Oh, my shoe talk video. I did one with a jelly shoe, my pink jelly. You guys really seem to like that. I do plan on doing more of those as well because you guys seemed pretty interested in that video. So I would like to do more with some of my more crazy shoes. But I just thought I would try that jelly just to see how you guys felt about it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. I'm going to finish my glass of wine and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.